Okay, let's get started. In this video, I'm going to share with you my honest feelings and thoughts about my decision to place my two telescopes into StarFront Observatories in Rockwood, Texas. And also, I'm going to touch on something about a tip maybe when you're thinking about remotely managing your gear. Um, Hi, I'm Bill, and welcome to the Astro Vagabond channel. So, I'm about 4.5 minutes. My sequences are running. In this view here, what you see is my RedCat 51, and then the computer that I'm using is the Eagle 5S for this configuration, and the original AM5 mount. And then on this telescope, this is my EdgeHD 8, and managing, it's sitting on an AM5N mount, which has the counterweight, and managing that configuration is a B-Link SER5 mini computer. And so what I have here is I'm waiting for essentially astronomical dusk. I've already opened my flat panel cover. I've started RoboCopy. I'd like to make a copy of all the data to a local thumb drive that's in the Eagle. And now I'm just waiting for time. Got about 3 minutes left there. And then tonight on the RedCat, what we're going to be shooting or imaging, what Target Scheduler has lined up is to work on the Rosette Nebula, Caldwell 49, collect some HA and S2 images, and then we're going to hit LDN 1613 for a brief period of time, and then we're going to finish off with LDN 183, an RGB target. And then if we go over here to the EdgeHD 8, we're going to be imaging VDB 69, an RGB target, in the beginning of the evening. We're going to hit Sharpless 2, 274, capture some O3, and then we're going to move on to M51. And we're even going to collect a little HA for M106. This year I am collecting HA for my galaxies. I was not doing that in the past. It'll be something I have to learn how to do, how to incorporate that in. There's a lot of information out there, and I'm pretty sure in the past Johnny Bravo has shared with me a good method on how to do that. I just need to refresh myself with that technique. So while we're waiting for this to kick off, ultimately my decision to go into StarFront was the right one. I've been very happy with the conditions down there. We've had typical clouds, high winds as the fronts move through and that type of thing, but I'm getting so much more time in imaging than when I was a traveler and I'd go out for 4 or 5 nights. So I'm very happy about that, and maybe I just get 4 hours in on a night and they close the roof, and that's okay, because in my sequence I have something that'll take care of that. And if it becomes unsafe, which I think I have something up here, yeah, when it becomes unsafe, then it'll stop guiding, set tracking, find home for the mount, and then drop down into the shutdown sequence. I could also have it wait. I haven't done that yet. My experience, once they shut the roof, they don't normally reopen it necessarily. It has happened, but maybe I'll add some additional instructions into my advanced sequence to handle that condition. So, all right, let's see what we got here. So the camera's warm, and now we're going to start executing, and I think the first thing we're going to do is an autofocus. So we'll kind of let that run, and let's see if we know yet in the sequence. If we go into the target scheduler, okay, it has not got to the point yet where target scheduler has loaded the first object into the container to start imaging. So I think that'll happen right after this autofocus completes. And conditions are pretty good tonight. As you see, we're also on my EdgeHD 8. We're in the same point of the sequence. So it will start to do its autofocus. I am using, at least on the EdgeHD, I'm using Hocus Focus, I'm pretty sure. So if we go in here and we go to autofocus, that's not what I want imaging. Yeah, we're using Hocus Focus. And let's go back to here, and then I hope I'm using Hocus Focus here. Imaging, yeah, using Hocus Focus there. I find that it provides a little bit better or more optimum focusing than just using the native N.I.N.A algorithm or whatever N.I.N.A uses. Yeah, let's see, I'm just showing, yeah, also on my RedCat, I'm using Hocus Focus. So while we wait for these to run, we'll come back to that. So yeah, I'm collecting a lot of data, which is good. And the downside, although it's not really a downside, the way I happen to lay out my project database, move that guy up here, I break up, right now I'm breaking up the HAS2 from the O3, and then I have, for my narrowband targets, I've got narrowband stars. So it takes a period of time to collect all that data, where if I was, when I was going out into the field and during a new moon period, I'd collect all that data basically in one night, maybe two. So at the end of 2 nights, I've got a complete data set. The way I'm doing it here, because I'm trying to optimize the available darkness that's available to me, it gets and I have some moon avoidance parameters set that I didn't use when I was going out to the dark site prior to going into StarFront. Since it takes a little bit longer for my projects to complete, I'm fine with that. I'm comfortable that it is working every available moment of darkness based upon my project list and my moon avoidance parameters. So I'm very happy with Target Scheduler, and then I just have to have patience. You know, it may take 10, 12, 15 nights before I have a complete data set, but that's fine with me. So so it looks like the so far the autofocus curve is looking good. And the other thing I want to say is that the support has been really good. I had a cable issue early on with my EdgeHD 8, where the cable going from the ZWO 533mm camera going into my Wanderer Box Pro V3 was becoming unseated. They worked with me to troubleshoot that, wound up getting a new cable, and then homing the camera directly into my B-Link mini computer, and I have not had any issues, and so that's really good. So I really like the support team at StarFront. The other thing I'm enjoying that I can't really show you is there's a customer area, and there's a lively Discord channel in there where there's a lot of back and forth, a lot of exchange of information, which is really good. And I like hanging out there. I'm in learning mode all the time. I'm picking up a lot of information. So let's see here. Let's see how my autofocus run's going for my EdgeHD 8. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I'm probably going to be happy with that. And we'll see how this works out. Let's see if Target Scheduler has picked up yet what it's going to be imaging. Not yet. I think that'll happen once we start to slew, which should be coming up here shortly. And we'll go back into the screen here. The other thing is up in this corner up here, let's see, up over here you see that the safety monitor, which I have connected to a file that they maintain on roof status, I'm only looking at that file right now. They also have one a weather file, but I'm just looking at the roof status, and right now it shows it is safe. So, which is to be expected because the roof is open. So let's see here, and we've all seen this before. I don't know, satellite, Starlink. Who knows what that might be. All right, we're over here now. We're starting to slew to the target. You can see down in this lower window here that the mount is moving. I really like this 0.3D plug-in. Gives me a lot of confidence on where my mount is. It confirms when I'm in the shutdown process and I have the instruction find home. I can visually look and see if it found home. That is the other thing, is that I've built a lot of confidence in both my setups from the point of cable management. The team at StarFront did a very good job in making sure all my cables were properly managed. I don't even think about meridian flips anymore, where before I used to be worried was I'm going to get a cable snag or something like that. But really they do a professional job in managing cable and everything, and it's a really nice service. Let's just take a quick look here in the sequence. Okay, so now we see our first target where we're slewing to, and that's Sharpless 274. Okay, that's a little bit different than what I was expecting. If we go into Target Scheduler, and if I look here, and we'll go current time, and then we'll go run. Okay, all right, so from the time that I looked at what the target plan was going to be for tonight, and now the lineup changed a little bit, and I'm fine with that. I basically just load my projects into the Target Scheduler, and then I let Target Scheduler manage everything. And so this is the lineup for tonight, and I am fine with that. And so let's see if there's been a change over on my RedCat 51. And so let's see what we thought we were going to run tonight. Well, I guess now Okay, so this is what I thought we were going to run tonight. We were going to start with Caldwell 49. Now let's see if there's been any change. Bring it up to the current time. And no, we're still running that. And then if we go into the sequence here and look at the target scheduler container, we see here for tonight Caldwell 49, and it's going to stop around 104, and then it's going to move on to not to the next project or the next target that I have listed. So so back to my thoughts on StarFront. Let me get back over here. Again, very happy, right decision. I'm having fun. I can automate more my sequence. I could have the PC start up, run a batch file, load the sequence. I could do all that, but I still feel like I want to be engaged. I don't think I want to go that automated yet. So right now, for example, it is 8:04 p.m. in Texas, Central Time Zone. It's only 6 p.m. here, Pacific, in San Mateo, California. So I kind of like the idea of getting like an early start on the night in a sense. And then things are going to wind up towards 3 or 4 in the morning my time. But I have the sequences set up so that it'll automatically disconnect everything, copy everything that needs to be copied. On this, where I'm running a flat panel, it will close. Okay, I'm on the wrong screen. On this one here, it'll close the flat panel, and then it'll disconnect the PC. So I'm very happy on that, and I think we see a faint image here of Caldwell 49. So yeah, I'm very happy, and I wonder why I didn't do it sooner. And I wasn't sure, if I was going to do it or not. And again, my justification for going remote was because it was cheaper placing these 2 telescopes with the deposit, which covers installation, and then the monthly subscription fee. It was cheaper than burning gas in my van and all that, and paying for my Starlink and all that. So again, it's been good. It's meeting my expectations, and it's really nice not having to do a polar alignment every night, and having to retake flats, because essentially I don't have rotators on either of my telescopes, and I imagine every month or so I'll take new flats, but for right now that's good. Over here on my EdgeHD, so here's the rosette, kind of faint in there, and then on my EdgeHD, I think they call this the Medusa Nebula. So we'll see. Guiding's acceptable right now. Winds are down. I think it's about, what's the winds in the area if we look over here? 4.69 meters per second. I don't know what's that's about 7 miles an hour at most. Yeah. So it's really nice way to image. Yeah, I can't touch my equipment anymore. I can't look at it. I can't set it up anymore. I can't break it down anymore. I can't carry it all over the place. That's kind of a bummer. But I know I don't miss that part at all. But it's I'm really enjoying this approach. And if I get 2 or 3 hours in a night, that's enough for me. If the weather changes across the course of the night, I'm at home. It's not like I'm down in GMARS or out at Red Rock Canyon or some other remote place where I go all that distance, the weather changes, and then like, what do I do now? Here, if the roof's closed, fine. If the roof's closed when I go to bed, fine. Everything will just shut down automatically. I don't have to put anything away. So it's an interesting way to approach imaging. But again, I realize it's all about what you like to take from the hobby. Do you like to tinker? Is your enjoyment in the equipment? And those type of things. So it varies. This is a have it your way hobby. So, all right. Well, I just wanted to share a little bit of my thoughts on StarFront Observatories. I think the price is phenomenal for what I get, and it's backed by good support, which I really appreciate, and is part of the value of going with StarFront. Weather, again, it's wintertime in Texas, so you have some good nights, you have some not so good nights, but that's okay. And I know it's going to get warm as we go towards the summer. I might reduce the amount of cooling I do on each of my cameras to maybe minus 5C. Right now I'm at minus 10C with my 2600 mm, and I'm using 53% cooler power, and then on my 533 mm I'm using 34% on the cooler power. So I'm sure I'm going to have to back off how much I cool each of these cameras. The good thing, both these cameras have relatively low read noise, and it'll just we'll see how that all works out. So all right, well, I just wanted to say hello. I wanted to share my thoughts on StarFront. Definitely thumbs up from my perspective. Of course, everybody's experience may be different. Good group of customers there to chat with on the customer channel. They've been helping me out a lot, and it's just been a great experience. And I now have my sequences set up where I can just start it in the beginning of the evening, take a look and see that everything is going as expected and per plan. And then if something happens along the course of the night, like something fails in my sequence, I'll get a notification on my phone, which will wake me up, where I can get up and address it. Or the roof closes and I can just keep sleeping because my sequences will automatically shut down. My equipment will be protected. And then in the morning, I'll just log on, power up the devices, log on, do my data transfers, and make sure the mount did in fact return to home. I do plan to automate the data transfer at the end of the evening, so the stuff just shows up automatically on my local desktop here once I get around to that. So, all right. If you got any questions about what it's like to be in StarFront, I'll be happy to answer them for you. Again, you can join the StarFront Discord even though you're not a customer. You won't be able to access the customer channels, but there's a wealth of information there on the non-customer channels. Oh, and one thing, that Deep Sky Dad has a new type of flat panel, OFP2 I think he calls it, And instead of the flat panel flipping out, the flat panel rotates, well, it would rotate out of the way. And why that's important is because when you go into some remote observatories, which pier you wind up on will be determined by what they call the swing radius or something. And so when you add that need to open a flat panel this way, that can put you up on the next higher tier pier. But Deep Sky Dad had worked with StarFront Observatories to understand the needs of the imagers at StarFront and has come out with this OFP2 panel, which looks pretty cool. And I think I'm going to explore that because I still don't have a flat panel on my EdgeHD 8, and I think I would like to add one. So okay, anyway, probably went long here, but just wanted to say hello. If you like this kind of content, please give it a thumbs up. As always, like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate all the new subscribers. I appreciate the people that are sticking with the channel. And other than that, as we are approaching the new moon period, hopefully you've got some good weather and clear skies. See you next time.